All right, we are live. We are live on YouTube, getting it straight on Facebook now. Wait for some of these people to come in. All right. Welcome to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 69. What's going on, Simitri? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto. King can't be with us today. He's in Northern California handling some business, traveling around. We both do a lot of traveling. We have our different businesses, stuff we have to do on top of, what we do here. So always on the move. But thanks for tuning in. A lot of good stuff today. Let's see. Who saw Ver on CNBC last night? Because I got to kick it off with that. Got to start off with the infamous interview, or one of them. Hey, what's up, Tonio? Yeah, try to get in a little early. You know how we do. But yeah, Bear. If you saw CNBC, I believe it was at 5. Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? What's going on, Alex Daly? I believe it was at 5 on Eastern. And what's up, Pops? Thanks for joining. He discussed, Bitcoin Cash. King, he's on business. He had to fly out today. But yeah, we both have stuff we have to do business-wise. So, we gotta move around, brother. But so Roger Ver last night, he discussed Bitcoin Cash, and yeah, we'll talk about the dip in Bitcoin. But he was on there basically discussing how we don't need or we won't be able to use Bitcoin. He said a few things. One of the main ones was he said the Bitcoin core devs were some of the worst in the world, which, I understand he's a businessman. He's trying to do whatever. But there's no way you can say there's some of the worst in the world. Hey, what's going on, bruh? Look at this. And there's no way you can actually, I don't know which one of the devs took his girl, but he needs to get over it because there's no way you can call him the worst in the world. Even that's kind of overkill. And in my opinion, if you have that big of a problem with developers, what I'm saying, go take that up with them in person. Don't come on TV crying about it. But yeah, and then the biggest thing I got out of it was if you saw him say about insider trading, a lot of people were, blowing up about it, where he was saying that insider trading is a non-crime in a deregulated market. And as much as we, may laugh at Very, he's sort of right on that aspect because if you want deregulation, you're going to have to take what comes with it. And on top of that, if you're in a market where quote unquote insider trading is based on, people exchanges, people who hold it or whatnot, then if you just hold like a lot of people say, then you'll win as well. So from a money standpoint, but from a moral standpoint of just pump and dump something that doesn't have any substance in the cryptocurrency community, terrible. Insider trading is one of those things that happens. It's been happening, and it's just going to continue. So Ver last night, if you caught it, good. If not, you can go back and look at the actual telecast or the recording on CNBC, and check it out for yourself and make your own your assumptions. But to me, it was just a lot of crying about not liking Bitcoin. Hey, what's up, Madam Crypto? But yeah, let's discuss this Bitcoin dip. I know a lot of people saw it dipping hard now, and yesterday, it's a dip, people. It happens. Bitcoin can't go up forever. In my opinion, the Bitcoin price, it had to take a small correction because not just technical analysis where it broke the parabola, a lot of people had drawn out, and also from a TA standpoint, went below, a lot of people's Tinkin or Cloud if they use Ichimoku. From a fundamental standpoint, a couple things you gotta realize. Around Christmas, people take profits. That's one. For two, yeah, and I would definitely look for that dip, which I believe is happening right now. I saw it, bounce up, but people are taking profits for Christmas. People also are selling on the news of Bitcoin Cash because some people panic sell and buy altcoins, and that's the third thing. People are buying altcoins like crazy. Have you not seen? Yeah, and I have some Coinbase alternatives in a second. If you haven't seen you just throw. I think somebody said throw a dart and choose the altcoin. Yeah, this has happened before. And Verge is one of the big ones, which I'll discuss later. We talk about McAfee pumps. But yeah, if you haven't seen, all of these things are playing into the fact that Bitcoin is dipping. Don't panic, chill. Even if it goes to 5,000, in my opinion, which I don't see that happening. If it goes that low, in my opinion, that'll be a good lesson for people who bought at the top, and that'll encourage holding, because people that bought it 17, 18, they're not selling right now. They don't want to jump out right now unless they want to try and make it back on alts, which is a losing game because you'll jump in, that's not going to work. So yeah, if you saw that, that was one of those, the dip that happened this morning and some of last night. It's just a dip, people. It's nothing to worry about. You know, a lot of people are new, so they're starting to get the game now where it's, you know, up and down. Welcome to crypto. Been at this for years, so it's one of those things, just got to deal with it. But yeah, so on that note, Coinbase alternatives. Glad somebody threw it up there. Yeah, if it dips to 5K, I'm going all in, bro. Like, I'm straight longing it. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jacob? And this isn't even a dip. Yeah, you're right, Antonio. This is correction. You know, 6% so far, I think. Last I checked. So don't worry about that. But Coinbase alternatives. So we've done Coinbase alternatives for exchanges. Gemini, Uphold, local Bitcoins, Paxful. If you're in Europe, Bitstamp. We have a bunch of videos out about that, but I want to focus more on in-app purchases that you can make on your phone while you're going. And two of the best ones that I've seen, tested out Airbit's wallet and also Bread wallet. You can download both of those on Android and iOS, so both carriers work. And the way it works is there's a service called Glidera, Glidera. And what they allow you to do is link your bank account to it in-app. And what you'll do is you link your bank account, they verify it with information, and use your VPN, absolutely, and even on your mobile phone. And then you have the limit to buy, I believe it's 1,000 a day, 5,000 a month, something along those lines. Also the same sale limit, and the fees are 1%, I believe, for both. So, if you are looking at purchasing in-app on your phone on the go, because I just did it yesterday, just walking around like, all right, I'll buy a little more on a dip whenever it comes. You just go straight into your app. It takes a little time, but you definitely want to protect your mobile phone and make sure you got everything straight so you can't get hacked there. But in my opinion, if you can buy in-app almost instantly, those people, like you said, who are trying to go to alts and ICOs, they'll want to buy them immediately. And they're not going to want to wait and wait for exchanges and blah, blah, blah. What they'll do is buy it straight on Bitcoin. They could move it straight to a Jax wallet, move it straight to a desktop wallet, and they can trade it for that altcoin instantly, and they won't have to go to an exchange, because like we've always said, you want to get it off of exchanges and on a mobile or a desktop or cold storage device before you use it. So those are some Coinbase alternatives. Yeah, if you're in Europe, I believe you should be able to still get these apps on Airbit's and Bread wallet. You should still be able to get those on the App Store. I'm not really sure. I'm not in Europe, but those are some alternatives. Yeah. Oh yeah. People jumping in right now, enjoy it, but when euphoria hits, you definitely want to have an extra strategy, because a lot of people have never seen a dip, and I hope you're prepared for it. But when dips come, a real dip comes, we're talking about the last one where alts went down 70, 80, 90%. Definitely be ready for that. So, moving on. So, going forward with protecting your stuff, the EtherDelta Hack, which is a semi-popular exchange. I've viewed it a couple times. Didn't really get into it because the UI was, I was struggling on there. Upload time was pretty slow. It was one of those things where it was like, come on, man, what are y'all doing here? But it's had bugs before, and way too slow. Yeah, I couldn't deal with it. It was like the cracking of altcoins. I was like, yeah, let me get off this real quick. And usually it only takes 1 or 2 user experiences to get off of a site, because there's so many good ones coming and so many good ones already made, so you don't have to waste your time on stuff that's subpar. But EtherDelta is hacked, so don't go to the website. Do not log on and try and see for yourself. Don't go to it. Apparently they have phishing sites that have been hacked, and this is just happened with other ones. Ubit, we heard they lost millions. Nice Hash, they lost millions. And that's one of the things, that if you store your coins on these exchanges, you have to be able to take that risk, because what comes with a decentralized economy is that you are free to do what you want, but you're also free to lose your money. It's not guaranteed profit. Nothing is, guaranteed ever. So you have to take the good with the bad. And if the bad ends up being, let's see, hit BTC, not sure. Not that I've seen, but yeah, some of these websites are just getting thrown up and they're taking fees, making quick money, and then boom. Yeah, somebody lost 200,000 from clicking it. Yeah, that's one of those things that happen. And when you click on links or when you Google a link or whatnot, you want to basically make sure it's secure, like a check mark beside it whenever you Google or DuckDuckGo it. Make sure it's a secure website before you go to it, because we're seeing this more and more. The more valuable it gets, the harder it's going to be. So you want to get prepared now. Also, in some interesting news, if you saw today, this is just a long line of companies that have done this. Long Island iced tea. Somebody tweeted that at me earlier, but I had just seen it like an hour before that. Long Island iced tea. They actually just added blockchain to their name. They just changed their name to Long Blockchain. The cup. Yeah, buythedip.store. I'll put the link under. Yep. But Long Island iced tea, they just changed their name to Long Bitcoin blockchain. Sorry, and that's it. They didn't change their marketing strategy or business anything. Nothing changed. They just put it in blockchain and gained 500% in one day. So this is just a long line of companies that have thrown blockchain in the name, made a quick profit, and we'll see what happens after that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see this over and over in 2018 until people get used to it and they're like, okay, all right, another blockchain company, whatever. But hey, it's the Wild West, and this is one of the things we always say is, yeah, blockchain stimulus package. That's kind of what we call it too, is throw blockchain in your name, throw blockchain in your resume, throw blockchain in anything, and then people will rush to it. And they don't even really know what it is, obviously, because some people still think these centralized companies have blockchains, and it's like, no, it's not a blockchain. It's a database if it's centralized. So that's one of the best parts about this space is that people can make money just being silly right now. You don't have all the regulations in place. You don't have some of the community rules that will come with governance. With some of these coins. So hey, just throw it in there. More power to them. I can't hate on somebody that saw the game and was like, hey, some of these people are dumb enough to think we're gonna put Long Island iced teas on the blockchain. I mean, I know if they put all the Long Island iced teas I drunk on the blockchain, the blocks would be full, just like they are now. But they just threw it in there. We'll see what they do with it. But kudos to them. So let's talk about altcoins getting pumped by John McAfee. Those of you who have seen, just throw blockchain on your resume, dog. I'm dead serious. If you put it on there and they ask you about it, if you can explain it, 15 seconds longer than they can, explain it, they'll pretty much be like, okay, well, he must know what he's talking about, which is crazy because there's a lot that goes into it, being able to program a blockchain and all that. But just having the thought about it, just throw it on the resume, see what happens. Some of these companies will be like, oh, really? We got a blockchain expert, so be prepared. It's going to be like some of the people that put Microsoft Excel professional, and then they get to the job, and they're like, all right, can you do a pivot table right now, right in front of me? And you're like, well, I was good at it. I kind of forgot. Yeah, that's one of those things. So, some of the McAfee pumps we've seen lately, I'm going to be honest with you. John McAfee is one of those guys that I like because he's himself. I would rather you just be yourself. Who cares? The same guy that said he would eat his crotch on TV if a price didn't hit, I think it was 250,000 or $1 million, something like that. And he does what he wants. And McAfee basically tweeted out the other day. He said he has a list. He's read every white paper. Sether is one, Sether.io. He said that, let's see, Verge, if you've seen Verge pump, I saw it at 70 sats. And went all the way up to 900. I think it's repumping right now. It's another coin or another privacy coin. Don't look at it. Put a sell order and go live. KWH coin, which is focused on electricity. I got to read more into it myself because, like I said, I haven't read all 5,000 white papers out there. But also ETN was another one. He said to look at. ETN was I think that started pumping 30 seconds after he said it, you look and it's already up 20%. So if you're on Twitter, some people who are new, I wouldn't suggest chasing pumps after John McAfee tweets it out. However, some of the projects he does tweet out, I will say long term, he may have some insight that you may not have. So from a profit standpoint for investors, you may want to invest in the ICO or whatever. That's on you. But in my opinion, exactly, Tony, I always wait for the initial pump to go, and then on the corrections, I want to see how the correction happens. If it goes straight up and straight back down, then I kind of stay away from it. If it goes up substantially and then corrects to a certain level, and you see it holding, then you may take that chance on the next pump. But you know, people chasing pumps right now usually are just at a money grab, which you can do. But McAfee is basically his name on there is John McAfee on Twitter. He's just tweeting out coins that he likes, and they've been pumping 100, 200% crazy. Yeah, and McAfee is a real thug. He he don't play that at all. So you know, go forward with your crypto adventure and listen to McAfee if you want. If not, you know, look at the actual projects. Read, people. I advise you, please read. Some of these websites look beautiful, but they have nothing of substance in there. So just be wary of that. And also too, if you see some of the pumps happen and you're on an exchange, you want to watch out for joining into them, because Bittrex has already said they're locking out. They're starting to cut down on pumps and people trying to do pump groups and stuff like that. Just don't want to get implicated in some large scale pump that happens, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're going to delist this coin immediately. Something I've seen that happen before. So just be ready. EOS shilling. Yeah, we had a whole show where you could shill your coins. Not doing it here. So moving forward. So we have another dinosaur of the day. I believe we've mentioned him before. Yeah, only invest in useful projects, my opinion. But one project or one asset that is becoming less and less useful to our generation, in my opinion, gold is one of those things that people who have had gold have always been the smartest people in the room, so to say, as an asset to hold, because it's gone nothing but up slowly over the years. And, there's a lot of problems with it. People have discussed a supply that nobody knows, the fact they have gold futures contracts where you don't actually hold any gold. It's kind of diluted its value. But Jim Cramer, as you may know, Jim Cramer is actually the guy you may hear fast talking on CNBC, and he's another dinosaur who thinks, Bitcoin has passed all these goals, but it won't get to the point that it'll be at the same level as gold. So he's thinking in his mind, a lot of the people who have gold aren't going to move to Bitcoin. I tend to disagree, simply because when there's any type of run on the banks or any type of crash or any type of fiat currency thing, you have to realize that with gold, it's not as promised as you think it is. With Bitcoin, you actually are a self-sovereign person. With any cryptocurrency, you control your private keys. You can use it. And the funny thing is, the reasons he used for why gold is better, like, okay, he said you can make jewelry, conduct electricity, or cap your teeth. And it's like, that's your reasons for using gold over Bitcoin? I mean, make jewelry, we can live without jewelry, and conduct electricity. If we ever get to a point, because he stated that if the internet went down, Bitcoin would be done. If the internet went down, we would have bigger problems than Bitcoin anyway. You need to get some water and some guns, and you need to figure out how you're gonna get some food. That doomsday scenario has been thrown out so many times, it's ridiculous. But what's funny is, the way to bring back the internet is with electricity. So if gold can conduct electricity, most of the people with gold would do is use it for electricity to start mining Bitcoins again. Because once the power comes back on, the value is going to shoot up. So in my opinion, that's one of those things that, I mean, if you like it, you like it. But our generation and some of the people who have gold are starting to see that as a store of value long term, you may want to get the crypto asset. Yeah, so we're gonna hit it one good time for Jim Cramer, our dinosaur of the day. Oh yeah, Jim Cramer, our dinosaur of the day. Come on, man, you gotta get it together. Gotta get it together, bro. One more time for you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, get your dinosaur ass out of here. So yeah, Jim Cramer, you deserve that, definitely. So I mean, most of the time people talking about gold, in my opinion, they have an opinion based off of what gold has done. This is Bitcoin and crypto assets are a totally new asset class, totally new technology. Yeah, that's a real dog dino. That's an aggressive dinosaur right there. But yeah. So going forward, I would say dinosaurs of the day, whatever. We have plenty of them, but they're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming. So for today, our YouTube winner from yesterday, sorry, forgot to say it at the beginning, before we wrap up here, is World Tour Remy. Thank you for your comment. We had a discussion, about Bcash and a video on how to do sell orders. Yes, I have a Bittrex video on our channel, how to do sell orders, and you can apply it the same way to other exchanges, just a kind of different UI, but the same thing with buying and sell orders. But our winner was World Tour Remy. I just sent him the winner, and he was discussing how if Bcash goes down, what will happen, and he was basically saying it'll be the same thing as before. The exchange will go down, and he made it funny with a Debo meme would be like, what money? You know what I mean? Which that's basically what happens. People will get on Coinbase and be like, where's my money? And be like, hey, what money? We don't know what you're talking about. So shout out to him. Thanks for the comment. And he's our winner for today. So to receive the free Bitcoin for today, I want to know, because this is sort of good news, which exchange do you think will be the first to have altcoin to USD pairs? Because Bittrex has announced it, that they have it coming, but we don't know when. And we also know that there are other exchanges who have already been working on this for a while. I talked to a few of them, a few developers myself. But which exchange would you like to see, or which exchange do you want to see or think will have altcoin to USD? Put it in the video comments after I upload it. Put your USD. That's what I said. Altcoin to USD. Euro is different. So whichever one you see first, put your public address, and we'll send you that free Bitcoin. And I want to thank you all for watching today, Gentlemen of Crypto. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at KRBE Crypto, and also King Bless and Bitcoin Zay. So thank you for that, and you all have a good day.